Nice. So, Luna's going to start making his feast. How long does it take to prepare? An hour? Oh, nice. Even easier. It did. Only 10 minutes. Casting time. Nice. Is this the Radiant Yeah, that would be interesting, right? Awesome. Yeah, I'm trying to find the weapon on D&D Beyond here. Hmm. Okay, so the weapon is a +1 Radiant Warhammer that attunes only to good alignment. Yes. And she just brings balance. Isn't that right, Vader? Oh dear. Well, this one's quite easy. Why don't you go ahead and give me a wisdom check with a DC of 14? I mean, it's a lovely hammer, but it just doesn't feel right in your hands. Feels there's no finesse. It makes an ugly mess of everything, doesn't it? Mhm. Nice. I think so. A Vorpal toothpick. Mm-hmm. Nice. Hmm. It's purpose. Wow. I guess we need that weapon right now. A 100. Yes. This is true. Sounds like Yelena leads a sort of lich killing. The Lich Slayer. Mm. That's true. You just need to bring the materials, don't you? Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Uh, as well as some of the other some of the hidden cheap crockery and cutlery makes its way out from the bottom of the piles of copper to join in as plates, knives, and forks for all of you. Okay. Does it include drinks, Lunan? Oh dear, Yellen is stuffed. I'm only kidding. Okay, so that means that you will get additional hit points, yes? Um, you should all be on full. Everyone should be fully healed. And I believe you should all have the benefits of a long rest as well, shouldn't you? Alrighty. So, it is Eliant the 17th. After numerous sessions battling the dragon. Whilst Dustin and company had just dispatched a mosquito creature that had been traveling across the desert incognito, following them for quite some time, trying to invade their thoughts at every turn, was suddenly dispatched in front of the dragon, which called a parley. Realizing at this stage that you weren't here for the dragon itself, out of place as you were, it began to have a chat and reveal a bit about itself and its purpose here. You stand above a facility, a place that has been designed to contain a creature from the elemental plane of air, a criminal that has been sent to this plane, and as punishment to undergo whatever is taking place within this prison that has been sending ripples through the region that had some effect that woke this dragon, you realize now, has been escaped prisoners. Products of some experiment with this elemental criminal that escaped into the desert, and of which this volunteer had to track them down. The connection with Kathler is still slightly elusive, for you managed to dispatch and decapitate her within 6 seconds, much to my horror. And yet, towards the end of this dragon creature's explanation, the only way that this dragon could honorably fulfill its deal with the lich below was if you would dispatch of her quarry and leave no trace back to the dragon. She has given you until the very next dawn, which is 16 hours away now. The great big chariot that you were riding, your mount, your pet. What does Dustin remember? Mm-hmm. There is. Yeah, very true, actually. Very true. You would never hear. So, as you've now had your hero's feast, you're all buffed. You've take. By all means, go ahead. You're all well fed and buffed. What is the plan? And where are you off to next? Mm. Nice. Mm. Can I just quickly check your characters? Dustin, you're a full fighter level 1 to 14 levels, yes? All-in champion, and now you're going to be riding a magic carpet with the mounted feet. I'm just wondering whether your token is medium or large. The carpet is actually 4x6, so it's medium. Yeah. Your token should probably be like square, almost rectangle. Or just put the boots. For my planning about triggering traps embedded in every single tile on the floor, how high above the ground are you floating on the carpet? I think Yolena's the tallest, actually. Oh, oof. It's about 180. So you'd be then standing on the carpet at 6 foot tall. Well, you said 1 foot, so 6 foot. Yeah. Okay. That's brilliant. If not, then you would just have to make it like a crinkle cut chip, where it's like just squished lengthways. I think the rules say something about it needing to be unfolded. I'm not sure. Yeah, but it only takes magic action. So, all right, so you're definitely floating at least 1 foot above the ground. Cool. Yelena, your 14 levels, how they're made up? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Um, and then you're running a hex blade, so you won't be carrying anything in your hands. All right. And you've still got your John Alkovich because Jono didn't die this time around. Yeah. So are you going to keep him? All right. Lunan, 14 levels in cleric. Nice. Oh, crikey. Pretty good. Awesome. And Thalris, 14 levels in sorcery? Nice.
I'm not epic, I'm awesome.
Thank you for sharing. The big bad evil has just come to say he's awesome.
Like a teacup, doesn't it? What did the big baddie evil say?
Righty then. So, that leaves us after the hero's feast, standing on the sands of this dragon's lair. What are you guys up to now? So you're going to be approaching the great big door where you murdered Kathla into the dark beyond. Okay. Is there going to be a specific marching order? You can comfortably fit 2 people onto that carpet. With advantage. Fair enough. So, is the carpet leading the way, or is it lagging behind? So, Dusted and Luna at the front of the marching order. And then... who's next? Yelena and Valrist. Side by side, or one in front of the other?
My own shadow. You don't need to follow me. Go upstairs. Look, Dad's brought you crushed ice now. Stop. You take it to there. I'm getting something from downstairs.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. All right. With the carpet leading the way then. Dusted. First things first, you're all going to have to give me an athletics. No, give me just a standard dexterity check. It should be a DC of 12 to see if you can squeeze in through the broken, cracked great door. Oh, Dusted. Dearie me. Dusted and Lunan are both riding the same carpet between their legs, trying to get through like on a witch's broom. Just managing to fail. Oh my god. Oh my word. Lunan's still wobbling and getting nauseous on the back of the carpet. He doesn't see the door coming until it's too late, and with a 10 he bangs his head on the side of it and goes, ah, stuck! And he manages to just squeeze through. Alright, amazing as you manage to overcome the great big stone door. Ahead of you, you're greeted by darkness. It takes not 4 seconds for your dark vision to slowly kick in as you gather near the corpse of or where the corpse of Cathla was, on the ground where Valrus committed bold murder. Ahead of you, you can see as you step through the gap, the fading, or I should say the rising sunlight that catches the edges of a narrow staircase of worked stone leading downwards. Ahead, the steps descend 20 feet into the earth, ending at an archway that overlooked a vast square shaft plunging into darkness. As you reach the end and look over, a wave of warm air rises from the depths, dusted, wobbling the carpet and carrying with it the scent of like damp soil and rot somewhere far below. The soft chittering and echoes of some sort of unseen creatures echoes up the shaft towards you. Let me quickly switch. There we go. I forgot to reveal. Oh, that's the owl. Valrus. The stairway down is wide enough for the carpet, so that both of you, Dustin and Luna, you're on the carpet as you are floating out. Are you edging it over this great big blackness ahead of you? It is a great big square space, 60 feet across, that spreads out before you, just at the edge of your dark vision. Is everyone 60 foot? I think Valrus is yours in darkness. Darkness goes to 120, I think. Or is that Eldritch Eyes? It's a warlock thing. How far in darkness can you both see? Shut the front door. 100 and... Okay. Yelena. In which case, with 120 feet, I assume we'll be going according to Yelena's sight then. Uh, 120 feet is a good amount. You're on the edge, so I'm not going to reveal that, but I will push down into the side corridors over there. Ahead of you, set into each wall, are archways that lead onwards into darkness beyond. 120 feet. Below you, the shaft descends directly into darkness below. Yelena, roll a perception check for me at the edge of your vision. You know what? With Dusted and Lunan floating over the edge, you and Valrus edge closer, and you can just glimpse about 100 feet below you an archway. On literally directly down below you, 100 feet. You can see that there is an irregular pattern in the rock, and jutting out from it, just the arch stone, much like the ones in the archways opposite you. Yeah, with the 14 you get that. Chittering sounds. Of echoing from the shaft. You could hear it, you know. Just all around, nowhere specific. At the moment, Dusted and Lunan, you are on a magic carpet floating over an endless black hole below you, reaching down. Yes. Into the void. That is a shaft that just, it's literally a mine shaft that just drops down into the earth. Oh. Like Dusted. Ooh. I mean, are you resisting Dusted? If you really want. Alright, well, what was that? Mm. Mm. That is a good point. The feather. Sorry, you said it's not a fur ball that he coughed up, right? You grabbed a clump of hair. Crikey. They are, aren't they? Barbaric creatures. Yes, okay. You cast light on... That's why I said feather, because it falls almost like a feather, this clump of fur that catches the wind. And as it does, whoa, roll a... I mean, all of you, so give me a group perception check, and we'll take the second highest roll as the average. So good. Oh, crikey. Double 8. Oh, I nearly thought it was triple 18s. Like a game of darts. Dusted. Okay. What is the amount of light that your spell sheds? So it's 40, so it's 20 bright, and then a further 20 dim. Okay. Right. Let me check something here, because I need to have a look at the other map. Alright, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Page 199. Okay, I think it's definitely... it's definitely... This is the first. The second one in here because I'm clever sausage. Alright, Lunan. The ball of fur drops with a group perception check of 22. It drops down 100 feet ever so gently. Gusts of air seem to slow its descent just that little bit, and then for about 10 or 15 feet it begins to fall a little bit quicker to terminal velocity until another gust of wind that floats and pushes it up seems to give you the impression that the shaft is like a breath within the earth. It definitely goes quite deep down. The first 100 feet, all you can see is worked stone. And we are talking 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm going to say below from between you and Dusted. Let's actually add an AoE here, shall we? 40. Anything happen? No. Okay. Never mind. It does catch the width of the shaft, so... Alright. Once it hits 110 feet, where Yelena pointed out, there is a great big arch stone on the southern wall below your feet, 100 feet down from you. It clearly lights up a gap in the wall that you can see. You can't see anything on the east and west walls of the shaft, but what does strike you as quite strange is that there is then vegetation that begins growing. You can catch a glimpse of some flowers, sprouting from the sides of what looked to be creeping vines, almost pushing up the sides of the shaft. With the 22 dusted, they would provide excellent climbing grips and surface. You probably wouldn't even need your slippers. At 130 feet down, in the corner of the shaft, between the south and the east, there looks like some movement between the vines where there could be some sort of an entrance hidden by some ivy on the wall. The feather then continues, or the clump of fur continues then to drop a little bit further down. At this stage, all of you, including Yarlena, only see a glimpse of a glowing ball as it drops down and the surroundings from the ball itself. It falls to 250 feet and then encounters something sticky that catches it and it stops. And as predicted, a great big shadow moves out. The only reason you can make out a shadow is it moves right over the light from below, spreading out, and you can see it is a great giant spider. Its abdomen is at least 5 foot across, shining straight up, and as it moves past, another one moves across again. Lunan, how long does the light spell last? Is it an hour or indefinitely? 24? Alright, the ball of fur, it's stuck 250 feet below you, trapped in webbing. Did you say dim? Extinguish. So, alright. The shaft is bathed in darkness once again. The light spell, 1 hour? Oh yeah, well spotted. Uh-huh. Okay, thereby ending the other. Nice. Alright. And you're still standing on the magic floating carpet. You have been certain. too. What are you thinking? They are on your level. There is, yeah, there is nothing, that no other entrances within 100 feet except the other one that Yelena saw 100 feet down on the wall below you. Nothing else is visible. One second. You would have got it from the identification spell. Yep. And I know I wrote it down because... Right. Vael is awaken. Sleep is Thur. The carpet the carpet understands Dwarvish. It responds to only Dwarvish commands. Can anyone speak Dwarvish? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Like I said, it understands Dwarvish commands. Correct. A whole new world. Sorry. for the 3 of you. Let me check quickly. We're gonna have to... Hold on. Why have I got a link to a 3x5 carpet? Yeah, likewise. Slow down. It can carry up to 400 pounds, but its fly speed then becomes 40 if it carries more than 200. Its fly speed is 80. So it will keep... Yeah, I think I might have... Let me double check on the other... Hold on. Because I think the 3x5 might be the old rules. Oh, sorry. Right, we had the link, didn't we? It is the capacity is 400 pounds. Its fly speed is a base of 60. And the 3x5's capacity was 280. So yeah, we said it was a 4x6, didn't we? So that can carry 400 pounds. Its speed will halve when it gets to halfway to 200 pound heavy. But then when it... There we go. You can pile loads of it on. I mean, it will only fall to the ground once you put 800 pounds on it. Yeah, you probably could. It's going to be a squeeze. And in combat, each of you need a... Where are you off to? In Dwarvish. Dust, where are you? Are you going via the walls? Okay, so there's only 3 of you on the carpet, 2 elves and Valrus. Oh, my apologies. And a cat on the wall. Alright. So the 3 of you will be huddled together. The carpet won't be able to cover 3 squares. So if we get to combat, it can only keep 2 of you on it. Not hardly even. I think in combat only 1 person can actually go on the carpet because you take up a 5x5 square, don't you? So, then, Dusted, I need you to give me acrobatics with advantage, please, as you are scaling around these walls. Either. Then you get super advantage. Nice. Okay. Which means you scamper across. What's your movement speed? 30. All right. As you scamper across with that, you actually manage to find some footholds to boost your movement speed slightly faster, and the two of you, Lunan on his carpet with Valrus and Yolena, and Dusted racing across to the other side, you manage to meet almost at the same time. As coming closer into view, firstly, you can see the archway. Throughout the walls and the area that you've spied Dusted moving across, you can see that this mine shaft itself looks like it's made of solid stone, some sort of red stone. It almost looks heavy, if you were to take a guess. The walls themselves over here are almost cleanly cut. They're rough, but it looks like the shaft that went straight down here, they took time to try and ensure that the shape kept its form. And as you pass by the first archway on the side, with your previous perception check, you notice that every single surface of it is covered with bone. A skull is protruding from it. And as that familiar feel sort of dawns on you, you get to the other side where you meet Lunan and Valrus and Yolena. And yeah, the archway itself looks like it's decorated with skulls. The pillars themselves. You reach the open archway. No, sorry, you go ahead. But as you're looking, it is a corridor covered with webs, cobwebs that cover the entrance along its length. And the walls here, as you've noticed, are made of mortar mixed with stone and shored up with the bones of the humanoids, not the skulls. Did you just say the cleaning bill? Clean. Touche. Yes, it has been a while since someone has been here. Mm-hmm. But you're taking the lead on the carpet, are you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yelena? Ooh. Yelena, what are you going to be doing when he's like telling Valrus to get off? As you're like moving down the corridor. Anything that needs stabbing. Are you going to be getting off the carpet? Are you standing, sitting? Alright. In which case then the first thing I need for everybody to do is give me a wisdom saving throw. Then the second thing I need everyone to do is please roll initiative. Oh, yeah. Okay, so is initiative 24, 21, 21, and 4? And just to make sure, Dusted, have you wasted your inspiration already on that roll in the beginning? No, I gave you one for free, didn't I? So you should have your inspiration after the new day. Maybe. Oh, yeah, fair point, fair point. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Wisdom saving throws, we've got Dusted 19, Lunan 20, and Valrus 22, and each of you get +5 from Yelena. Correct? So, really, Dusted is the lowest on a 24. Okay, I think it's safe to say that all of you managed to pass. Oops, that was not meant to... Bear with me. Alright. Alright, first things first, I'm going to add him to the monster tracker. As you are moving halfway down the corridor, taking in the wonderful sights and sounds around you, Lunan, as you're instructing Valrus to get off the carpet, and Yelena is looking out and about, from the end of the room, almost seemingly from the chair that's standing there, a great big wailing sound begins, almost trying to frighten the bejesus out of you. And as you recover None of you manage to take any damage at all, or even seem fazed by the fact that there's some dark creature screaming at you. You open your eyes and manage to see. Is that all you've got? A robed figure with its skeletal hand pointing out towards you. As you've been heading down, it hasn't moved at all. But following that cry, you hear a familiar sound of stone scraping against stone. Indeed, a couple more. This chamber is large and quite spacious, albeit covered with cobwebs. 6 sarcophagi stand here, 2 larger than the rest, watched over by a figure in tattered robes seated on a throne made from charred bones pointing towards your arrival. Dusted. It is the top of the round. Over to you, sir. You're muted, I believe. Yes. 30 feet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, how long is it? 30 feet, and your movement is 30? Go on then. Given that the carpet is not overloaded or completely covered with all 3 of them, I will allow it with no difficult terrain. Oh. You're going straight for the skeletal figure sitting on the throne, yes? You know what? A 15 is exactly what you need to hit it. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Alright, so he's got what disadvantage and slow. Let's just do that. All right. In which case, is that the end of your turn? Which will bring us to Valrus and Lunan and the creature. We'll go in that order. Valrus first, followed by Lunan. You assume correctly, yes. That's a hit. That's a hit. Okay. Anything else? Okay. Fair enough. If that's the end of your turn, that will bring us to Lunan. They are sarcophagus, correct? No, it's sitting on the ground. Oh, my apologies. I thought you. The cavern ceilings are 40 feet high in the areas, and the corridors. The caverns are 40 feet high in natural areas. The man-made areas are 15 feet high in rooms and 10 in corridors. Okay, so you got 5 feet to go. Just so then you can't. You are sitting. All right. If you're gonna, I think she's gonna bump her head by like a foot. Well, that's. Are you gonna slow? Just not bump her head, basically. All right, fair enough. No worries then. Okay, so. Hold on, it's actually written in there, isn't it? It moves according to your directions if you're 30 feet within it, so I would say that would be talking. And I think you can. What's the speech? You don't have to take a full action to do like talking. You get something free for a few words, don't you? You're allowed one free sentence or something. So yeah. All right. You know you need a 15 to hit. Crikey, that easily does it. Okay. Go ahead and do your worst. Ooh. Very nice. Alright. Anything else on your turn, Lunan? Okay. Then that will bring us to the skeleton. Alright, then he is going to use an action. Basically, he's going to use his magic action. With his outstretched hand, he's going to draw all of the creatures from within. The stone has already started moving, but as he commands them, they seem to begin and hasten a lot quicker. I'm going to... Now, it says it's on the combat tracker, but I don't see it. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to take the ones off. For some reason they don't register. I think I added the wrong one. Alright, well they're all gonna go at the same time anyway. Because I've rolled it for the other one, didn't I? Oh, there's some of them that you can't see. Okay. Alright, brilliant. He's going to use his action then to call forth these creatures. As they speedily begin to start drawing the coffin lids or the sarcophagus lids off, they all climb out. The skeletons that come out of here are huge. They're going to spend their turn and their movement getting out and then standing next to. Which will then bring us to Yelena. Which one's the... Are you still on the carpet, by the way? Yeah. Ooh. Oh, okay. With Eldritch Blast forcing him back, yeah? They do indeed. Go ahead and roll your damage. "36, Yelena, as you blast down from the carpet. All three of those hits struck beautifully, and with each one you could just see bits of bone and cloth smashing apart, chunks ripping across, as the creature all of a sudden drops forward, crumbles, and is destroyed. No parlay this time. Okay. After you've shamed my skeletons, Dusted, it is over to you at the top of the round. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. That would... I'll say it'll miss them. Yeah, 15-foot radius. Yes. Alright. Constitution save. 15, you said, yes? Okay. Alright, that is the 4 get +6 and the 2 get +7. Alright, so the first one passed, the second one failed. So that was 16, yes? Okay. $300 feet away. That's good to know. Oh, that's a fail. Alright. That one. Yeah, I just want to highlight the fact that he is on the large 7-foot side. 6 plus 7 is 13, so he's a fail. Okay. I'm gonna make him just a touch bigger. Alright. So only 2 saved. That one and that one. The rest failed. As the sound of thunder reverberates within the confines of this mine, shaking and echoing, almost rumbling. 300 feet is quite a way away. Yes, whoever has been sleeping is certainly awake now, Dusted. Anything else in your turn? Okay. No, not really. Okay. That was quite good, actually. Yeah. Alright, now we're followed by Valrus and Lunan. Well, from where you are, can you give me a D6, please? A 5. Alright. So, each of those skeletons will take additional damage from smashing into the walls behind them. Bludgeoning damage. Alright. End of your turn? Alright then. Valrus, over to you. Okay. Bit of duck and dive, off you go. And 28 hits, yeah. Seven points of fire damage, yes? 12 total. Man, that makes it even better. Alright, because that means he's officially bloodied. He has taken enough damage that he's halfway down. Alright. Reaction? Bonus action? Right then, that'll bring us to Lunan, followed by the skeletons. Mm-hmm. At whom? Alright, I'll that one is good. I was going to say it would be difficult on the left hand side of the screen to shoot them through Yelena, so great. 100% go for it. You need a 16 hits, yeah. You again only need a 15, so yeah. Blimey, 18. That puts him on 16 hit points. Nice. Anything else in your turn, Leon? Okay. So, from 10 feet up in the air, you then commanded your carpet to turn around and fly further down. And you're now hovering a foot above the ground. Is that right? Alright. Firing at the skeleton in the corner on your way down as you take half cover behind the corner. Which brings us to the skeletons. Dusted, from your thunder wave, you hear a great creaking, smashing as the skeletons have clattered against the walls, and now they're busy getting up. The two that didn't are going to rush you. The one on the side over here is going to rush in towards you, Yelena, seeing as you are beautifully positioned a foot above the ground. Alright, I'm going to start with Dusted. Right, Dusted, you are being attacked by a skeleton wearing a huge carapace and a big metal helm. I need you, please, to make a DC 14 wisdom saving throw. Yes, please. As it moves closer towards you, you can feel this aura exuding from it. Oh, a 20 is easy. You recognize this very, very small sense of dread that kind of creeps over you as it comes closer and catches you within this like aura of it, and then you look at it and you're like, I faced worse than you, you don't scare me. And it just washes off you without any problems at all. It then hefts, mind you, it is carrying a glaive. And that is a 10-foot reach, two-handed polearm with slashing damage. But it is not the glaive that it is going to use. As it moves closer, it is going to use its recharge ability called Bone Shards, which is essentially like a cone of cold, except it's using its own bone splinters to fire forwards in a cone and trap all three of you in the mouth of the corridor. For 66 points, it is a DC 15 dexterity saving throw. That is all four of you. Yes, it's a 30-foot cone. The saving throw is DC 15. Half damage. Nice. Alright, so Valrus, you're the only one to fail by 2. Oh. Oh, you don't get your own bonus, of course. Oh no. Well, it's 15 points of damage full, or 7 for those who manage to save. Alright, that is piercing damage. Bone, if it makes any difference. Yes. Alright, that is the first skeleton overseer. The commando is going to take a run at you, Dusted. Within... This isn't the one with the... He's got a great axe. Yeah, the one who unleashed the cone of bone has got the cone of... He's got the glaive, so this one's going to come running in with a great axe. He gets 2 attacks. Are you ready? Oh, goodness me. Look at that. Oh dear. Well, the first one is definitely a miss, and the second one is a crit on a 20. If it is +6 though, it is still a crit, and as he hits, okay, I mean, his great axe comes down, crashing on top of you for 9 points, doubled, 18. Yeah. Great axe smashes into you, and the skeleton breathes in your face, trying to shout, but he doesn't have any vocal cords. The other two come rushing over. They look like they're about to take you on as the commandos from either side. Jarlena, one is going to go for you, and the other one is going to go for Lunan. They are both wielding great axes as well, so they get 2 attacks. Alright. Oh boy. Yeah, that's gonna be a miss. Does a 13 hit? I don't think it does. No. Alright then. Both of them miss. Lunan, the other one's gonna go for you. Oh, that'll be a 21. And the second one will only be a 15. Alright, if one hits, then that is going to be... 10 points of slashing damage altogether.
Oh.
Alright, that will bring us to the end of the skeletons and onto Jarlena. Oh goodness, that's a hit. On this one. Alright, that leaves him on 14. Alright, then that'll bring us to the end of the round with Dusted leading us at the top of the third. Mm-hmm. No, it just misses. Yeah, that hits. Ooh. Oh, please. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go on. Oh, he only had 16. 2 hits takes him down. Well, alright, his bones bounce off across the wall and further towards the corner away from you. Ooh. Mm-hmm. What have you got in your other hands? A shield. I think... Where's the scimitar stored? I'll let you drop it and pull the dagger and attack. If you want. What about a pommel bash? Do you have that as an attack? Ah. That's alright. Okay. Anything else then? Alright, then that'll bring us to Valrus. Oh, you're gonna reach out and cast Shocking Grasp. Okay. You need a 15. Whoa! He is not wearing metal armor, he is wearing bone plates. How much damage? 18 is enough to kill him. Alright, anything else in your turn? Alright, in which case that will bring us to Lunan. Okay. Turn undead. How many hit dice of has the rules changed? Because now you're level 14. What do you instantly disintegrate? Oh, they've changed. You can roll a number of d8 equal to your wisdom modifier. Okay. Yeah. What's... Oh, you've already posted the turn undead. I would think so. Nice. Okay, so... Okay, so the little mobs in front don't have wisdom bonus. You've already killed 2, but the other guys get a +4. So let's roll for the smaller ones. One in front of Dusted. Oh. 17 is a save. He needs 18. No, it's a fail. He needs 18. The second one's a fail as well. Then the first big one in front of Dusted. Ooh, that's a 2. That's a fail. But the second one at the back saves. Alright. Do you want to go ahead and roll your damage, Lunan? Oh, 24. Okay. 24. Alright, the first one is literally obliterated and destroyed. The second one takes a massive amount of damage as half of his skeleton gets burnt to ash. Just the outline of him is standing in front of him. The next one over here, 24. Oof. Okay. Both of the large ones, although this one saved, didn't he? 24. Okay. Lunan, you outright destroy one of them. The second one is knocked all the way down to 16 HP. The third both large ones have taken damage, but the one that saved doesn't seem to have taken as much damage as the other. Anything else? Oh, they don't. Oh, okay, fair enough. I'll put him back up. Cheers. Awesome. Okie doke. Anything else in your turn? then that'll bring us to the skeletons, followed by Yalena. Right. Lunan, I think it's only fair that this great big one is going to come in and attack you. The other two are going to go for Dusted. Oh, they are, aren't they? If they're incapacitated, do they have a movement speed? While you're incapacitated, you can't take any action bonus or reaction, concentration broken, can't speak. Yeah, so they can move. Okay. But frightened. Yeah, so they're gonna... Dusted, you get your reaction to choose who you want to attack, my friend. And you might be on mute.
Literally, the one that was.
Oh, okay. I think when he gets to this position, he's going to use his bone shards to catch all three of you again, Lunan, Dusted, and Yalena. He would move over the corpse of his friend. So I need a DC 15 dexterity saving throw, please. From each of you. Oh my gosh, how many ones is that?
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
13 points of damage. Or 6 if you've... you all got above 15. Okay. And that'll bring the skeletons to the end of their turn. Which means it's Yalena.
Literally, that's skeleton.
Mm-hmm. A 30's good enough. Yeah, she needs like a 1 or a 2. A 1. The 15 hits, the 13 doesn't. $23 altogether? Alrighty. Whoops, sorry. No, I managed to push the wrong button. Sorry. He gets pushed back to there, yes? Okay. Anything else?
That was what the aura.
Alrighty. Right. In which case, I think let's call it a night. I need to put Toby to bed. And everyone good for next week?